Welcome to our guide on mastering the art of mixing vintage and modern decor like a pro. In this video, we'll explore essential tips and tricks to help you create a harmonious space that beautifully blends these two distinct styles. From understanding balance and choosing a dominant aesthetic to layering textures and thoughtfully accessorizing, we'll cover everything you need to elevate your interior design game. So, whether you're a seasoned decorator or just starting out, stay tuned for expert advice that will help you transform your home into a stylish haven. 1. Understanding the balance between old and new. Mixing vintage and modern decor is like creating a symphony of different eras. It's about finding a balance where both styles complement each other without one overshadowing the other. Imagine a classic black and white movie being projected in a modern cinema. The charm of the old is enriched by the convenience of the new. To achieve this balance, start by understanding the essence of each style. Vintage pieces often tell a story. They carry a sense of nostalgia and warmth. Modern decor, on the other hand, is sleek, clean, and functional. Recognize the strengths of each and let them shine in your space. It's like having a conversation between the past and the present in your living room. 2. Choosing a dominant style. While mixing styles, it's essential to choose a dominant theme to avoid visual chaos. Think of it as a main course with sides. One should lead, and the others should complement. Decide whether you want your space to lean more vintage or modern. For instance, if you love the idea of a modern space with vintage accents, maybe start with a clean, minimalistic room and add vintage lamps, rugs, or art pieces. Alternatively, if you adore vintage, create a foundational look with vintage furniture and sprinkle in modern touches like a contemporary vase or a sleek coffee table. This approach ensures cohesion and harmony between the styles. 3. Layering textures and patterns. Layering different textures and patterns can add depth and interest to a room, much like a well-crafted story. Vintage pieces often come with intricate details and rich textures, such as a velvet armchair or a hand-woven rug. Modern decor embraces simplicity and often uses materials like glass, metal, and leather. Don't be afraid to mix a soft, vintage quilt with a modern leather sofa. Use contrasting textures to create a tactile experience that invites touch and exploration. Patterns can also play a significant role, such as geometric modern prints paired with floral vintage fabrics, to create a dialogue between the eras. 4. Color coordination is key. Colors can make or break the blend of vintage and modern. Consider using a consistent color palette to create a sense of unity. Think of colors as the thread that stitches diverse styles together. For instance, if you have a vintage chair with a bold pattern, echo its color in modern pieces like cushions or artwork. Neutral colors often work well as a base, providing a canvas for more vibrant vintage and modern accents. The goal is to allow colors to flow seamlessly from piece to piece, creating a cohesive look that feels intentional rather than haphazard. 5. Letting statement pieces shine. And every space needs a hero piece, something that grabs attention and sets the tone. In a mixed decor setting, this could be a vintage chandelier or a bold modern sculpture. Such pieces act as focal points, drawing the eye and anchoring the room's design. Imagine walking into a room where a vintage grandfather clock stands proudly against a backdrop of modern art. It becomes the storyteller of the space. Ensure that surrounding elements don't compete with your statement piece but rather support it, allowing it to shine in its full glory. 6. Playing with proportion. Proportion is an often overlooked but crucial element in mixing decor styles. Think of it as the rhythm in a piece of music. It dictates the flow and harmony of the room. Vintage furniture often has larger dimensions compared to modern sleek designs. Incorporate varying sizes and shapes to create visual interest. A large vintage desk can be balanced with a contemporary, minimalistic chair. Similarly, a small modern side table can be paired with a grand, vintage armchair. The key is to ensure that the proportions feel intentional and not overwhelming. 7. Accessorizing thoughtfully. The accessories are the jewelry of your room, adding sparkle and personality. When mixing decor styles, be selective with your accessories. Vintage accessories can include items like antique clocks, retro lamps, or vintage books. Modern accessories might be abstract sculptures or sleek photo frames. Use these accessories to add layers and dimensions to your room. Consider creating vignettes, a small grouping of items on a table or shelf, to tell a story or highlight a theme. The right accessories can seamlessly bridge the gap between vintage and modern, making them indispensable in your decor toolkit. 8. Embracing the art of contrast. Contrast is an effective tool in design, creating a dynamic interaction between different styles. Much like a painting where light meets dark, contrast can highlight the uniqueness of vintage and modern pieces. Imagine a rustic wooden table set against a backdrop of sleek, white walls. This juxtaposition not only emphasizes the beauty of each style but also creates a lively and engaging space. Use color, texture, and form to create contrasts that speak to each other yet maintain their distinct voices. The art of contrast is about celebrating differences and finding beauty in diversity. 9. Incorporating personal touches. No decor is complete without personal touches that reflect who you are. Mixing vintage and modern provides a unique opportunity to showcase your personality. Maybe it's a family heirloom, a vintage record player, or a piece of modern art that resonates with you. Incorporate these personal elements into your decor to create a space that's uniquely yours. Personal touches add warmth and authenticity, making your home feel lived in and loved. They also serve as conversation starters, inviting guests to engage with your space and its stories. 10. Experimenting with layout. Finally, don't be afraid to experiment with different layouts to find what works best for your space. Think of your room as a canvas, and the furniture as your paint, ready to be arranged and rearranged. Play with different configurations to see how vintage and modern pieces interact in various settings. Maybe a vintage sideboard works better as a TV stand, or a modern chair fits perfectly in a vintage reading nook. The willingness to experiment allows you to discover unexpected combinations that bring your vision to life. Embrace the process as a journey of discovery and creativity.